I had a trip down memory lane last week when I got to go to my hometown, Fort Wayne, Indiana, last Friday and watch the Hoosiers in the NCAA tournament game against a team called the Wichita State Shockers. Great name. I met up with one of my best friends who I went to college with at Indiana University, where basketball is just about as important as, gosh, anything. We lost the game, but during the visit we reminisced about our great years at IU, where I was a finance and economics major. That first year I took E101 microeconomics, and when that professor drew those supply and demand curves, I wasn't really sure how long I was going to make it as a student. It was so hard. About the only thing I was truly sure about was that the supply of beer was almost always outpaced by the demand. In economics, one of the first principles I learned about was something called opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the value of the best alternative foregone. Or to put it another way, it's the cost of choosing one alternative over another. Last week at EmpowerU, we hosted a very important session regarding the Ohio Sunshine Laws. Only a handful of about 15 people attended. I sure wish more would have been there, as more and more governmental transparency problems are showing up. Something happened last week right in the city of Mason when they decided with almost no notice that they were going to give $34 million in economic incentives to P&G. They didn't publicize the meeting according to the law. They didn't tell anybody that the meeting was happening, or hardly anybody. The meeting was held at 3 o'clock in the afternoon so that working people couldn't attend. Almost no one got a chance to provide their input. The city couldn't even disclose whether this $34 million would gain them money with the incentives or over a period of time lose them money. As I look at this morass of all this government that's around us, this issue of transparency keeps rearing its ugly head time and time again. Opportunity costs should have played a very important part of the decision in the Mason Economic Incentive Giveaway, which many are calling corporate welfare. So when I say opportunity costs, what kinds of things do I mean? What kind of alternatives do I mean? Well, let's say, do the city residents want those 1,350 additional people coming into Mason every day at 7:30? What about that mess on Fields Earl Road that you can't ever get through? Would the public rather have a new park? Should that money be used to lower ever-increasing property taxes? Or maybe the money should go to the schools. When governments don't let citizens discuss opportunity costs and alternatives out in the open with government leaders, everybody loses. It's our job as empowered citizens to hold our elected officials accountable for being transparent, so that our friends and neighbors and citizens and workers get a chance to discuss what they want, what the alternatives should be. When government officials get a big head and don't listen to citizens, you get people like Mason Councilman Don Prince, who worked for P&G for 43 years and voted for the $34 million giveaway. He commented about a few citizens that actually asked questions. He said, and I quote, "They're never going to listen. When you know everything, you can't be taught." Well, Benjamin Franklin once said, part of the genius of America is that we are open in our discourse. If anyone out there knows Councilman Prince's contact information, would you send it to me, please? I think I need to invite him to a few of EmpowerU's classes. As empowered citizens, we encourage you to talk about this subject, whether you agree with us or not. Thank you.